Hello and welcome to another Beard Clipper video. If you are not yet subscribed but you are enjoying my content, then please do consider clicking that button. And also don't forget to ding the bell and select all so that whenever one of my videos goes live, YouTube bothers to tell you about it when it can be bothered anyway. Not always very quickly. This video is a double unboxing. Not just one but two new games that I've received, and I'm going to be today unboxing Mansions of Madness from Fantasy Flight Games and Journeys in Middle-earth from Fantasy Flight Games. Now these two boxes arrived yesterday and we want to get them to the table today. So I'm doing the unboxing now so that then we can actually get a game in later on this evening, which is very exciting. It's with thanks to Dan Adam from Paint All the Miniatures that we've got these games, because we had a lovely visit with his family the other week. He brought this with us. With him even, and we played it and loved it, and so now I own it myself so that we can play it more without him having to be here. So yes, it was really good fun. Thank you so much, Dan, for bringing that and for introducing both myself and Angela to this game, and that's Mansions of Madness, and also for suggesting that we pick up the Middle-earth one. Obviously we're big fans of Middle-earth, so that suits us quite well as well. So I'll stop talking now, we'll go over to the bench, we'll point the camera down and we'll have a look and see what's in each box. I haven't decided yet what order I'm going to do them in, so you'll find that out very shortly. I went for the Lord of the Rings box, yay! So I'm going to very carefully take off the favourite thing in the world, this single-use wrapping. It only just fits in the shot, which is a bit of a shame, but that's how that is. Hopefully I'll be able to keep it all in shot and you better see what I'm seeing. A little bit of damage to the box there, that's a bit of a shame. This has come from Amazon. It was packed well, so that must have been damaged in the warehouse. I might need to have a word about that, and there's actually a little bit of damage on this corner as well, so that might need to be contact Amazon and complain. That's not very good. Anyway, so that's the single-use wrapper off. What we're now going to do is very carefully lift the lid, so let's see how well I can do that. The best part of any unboxing, watching the person try to take the lid off. Here it comes. Ha, there we are, so we're in. Now, Stop! Journeys in Middle-earth is a fully cooperative game in which players travel and battle their way across the lands of Middle-earth. This game cannot be played without the companion app. That's cool. I haven't installed the companion app yet for Lord of the Rings. I have installed it for Mansions of Madness because I am going to be playing that first. So that's a nice little stop, and it also advertises the LCG Living Card Game, which I've not got. Learn to Play, a very nice booklet, a component list, an overview. Obviously I'm just going to do a very quick unboxing here. I'm not going to go into every detail, but it looks like this. You've got a first campaign setup, how to read the cards, what roles, playing the game, threat setup, rally phase, and then on the back you have a quick reference guide. That's looking pretty cool. That's pretty. That's a pretty nice little book. And then we have the rules reference. So you've got to Learn to Play, which is obviously the starter set, and then you've got the rules reference, which also has the setup and continuing a campaign, how to work, a glossary, always useful to have a glossary, lots and lots of text, which I'll have to read through before we play, and an appendix of how the app screen will look, and then an index, and then a quick reference. And that quick reference is the same. Now that's pretty cool, because that means that if you've got two players, which we will have mostly, however this does have a solo mode as well, then you can both have your app your quick reference without having to pass it around, so that's cool. We then have, I'm not going to take these out just yet, I'll do that later, but we then have some punch cards, as you can see, with some tiles. They have numbers on the corners, so you can identify what the tile is. 205A, 100A, we've got a bunch of different kind of tokens and rivers. That looks really nice. And then inside here We have cards, Bearer of All. Once per round, after you sprint, hide or strike, you may scout one. So these will be the character cards. We have some standee things, not sure what they're for. We have a whole pile of cards here. What's the top one say? Wanderer. After you explore a tile, you or a nearby hero may scout one. So there we are. That looks like some skills cards, maybe. Word of Warning, knowledge. When you or a nearby hero tests, you may discard this skill to add one success and scout one, sprint one. So that looks like two different things. One's, I'm not sure what the icons mean, obviously. Then we have the miniatures, which is one of the things I'm most interested in. So let's have a quick look at these. In a little zip bag, which isn't ideal. However, they are pretty nice. So this is going to be Legolas. Get that in shot and focusing. Focus, focus, focus. There we are. And that's focused right. Yeah, there's Legolas. I will obviously get these painted up because, yeah. Oh, there's your man Gimli. That is a cool Gimli sculpt. I like that a lot. He's on the way. And, yeah, brilliant. We then have, don't know. Yeah, have to learn these. Yeah, there's some pretty cool sculpts there. I'm pretty happy with them. Yeah, really cool. And that looks like that's Bilbo. Good. So we've got 6 heroes there in this. And then finally here we have the enemies. Let's just pull a couple of random ones out. Looks to me like an orc tracker of some sort there. I like the way that they're sculpted actually. I need to put my hand behind, sorry, I was forgetting. There we are. So that's the an orc tracker from some, I reckon. A little bit of flash, a little bit of cleaning up going to need to be done, but they'll paint up really nicely. And let's see what else we can pick out randomly. Oh, that's like another orc. Stabby knife and a bit of a mace. So yeah, that's it. Let's see if there's anything else in the box, shall we? Let's put them to one side. So it has this nice little shaped thing, and no, there is nothing else in the box. However, that is pretty cool artwork. That's pretty cool artwork indeed. That may have to make an appearance when we're playing this. So there we are. So that's what you get in the box. I'm not going to take apart the punch cards because I need to keep them tidy. I will go through all of the components in a separate video. This is just this initial unboxing. Yeah, now we're going to have a look at Mansions of Madness. So here we are with Mansions of Madness. Now this is the game that we did play with Dan, so we have a little bit of an insight into how this plays. And as I said, I have installed the app for this already on my phone. We're probably going to use the tablet for those, so I'll probably need to install it again. But I did just want to have a bit of a play around. So let's get this single-use plastic off. No damage to this box that I can see, which is good. I tell a lie, there is a little bit discoloured along that corner. That's not really very good, that. I should be more careful of these beautiful boxes. Anyway, let's take the lid off. You can have a giggle at how long this takes me. Oh, that was quite easy. Right, so, once again, as we saw on the first one, stop, you need to have the companion app. That's cool. As we saw again, we have a Learn to Play guide, which is going to be very useful later on today. Rules reference. Same again. Quick reference on the back. Oh, and only a quick reference on the back of the rules guide. Is there a quick reference in the how to play? Not that I can see. Okay, so there's no quick reference on the how to play. So they've obviously learnt something there for the new game. It's a good idea. We then have our tiles, which are also blister packed. I will unpack these in this unboxing. We then have a load of bases. We then have more tiles, machete. These are, yep, so that looks like those are items. And minor injury, whatever, yeah, so these are additional cards, so fate and things like that, wounds. This one does come with some dice, which the other one doesn't. And then here are all of the enemies, and I presume the heroes are in there as well, because I don't have a separate box for heroes, so that's a bit different. And then we have the different character cards here. And the same again, a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have a look at each individual part on this unboxing, and then we'll wrap it up. So I'll clear up a little bit, make some space, and we'll start to have a look at the punch cards. So here we are, more single-use plastic. So these are the punch cards. So what we're going to be doing is having a quick look through these. I won't look through them all because it'll get a bit samey, but you've got attic, you've got park pond. Well, that tells you that you're not going to have the attic at the same time as the park pond. We've got bedroom 1. We've got a bunch of little like chests, and there's a sofa. So let's just let's unpop this entire first one, and then have a look and see what it comes with. And I'm going to need to get some other baggies for these. Fortunately, I keep all my baggies, so I have lots. So you have a trapdoor, that's what that is. On the other side you have a manhole cover, or person hole cover as I suppose you're supposed to call it. That looks like a little bureau. That looks like, I don't know, yeah. So you've got a bunch of those. These here are clues or keys from the looks of it. We have the hall corner 3, and we have the street number 1. We have bedroom number 1 and alley number 1, and then I've shown you the park and the library. Attic. So there's quite a lot of these, actually. They feel quite good quality. I don't feel like they're about to break. Got a bunch of fire. Let's gather all the fire together. Now we'll baggy these up so that we're ready for the game later, which I'm quite excited about, and I know Angela is as well. Oh, there's a pool table in that room. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's good. I'm going to continue unpoppering all these, and then I will do a wrap up, because I think that pretty much. Actually, no, I'll have a look at some of the miniatures. So I'll continue unpoppering these, and then when I've done that, I'll come back and we will have a look at the miniatures, and then we'll wrap up. So I'll be back in a second. Here we have the bag of all the miniatures. So let's have a look through them. I really don't like it when they're all tangled like that. So we seem to have some heroes, as well as there's a kind of Jesus figure. Let's untangle all these, and then we'll have a look through them in detail. There we are, that took a couple of minutes, but we're there. So what we have is over on this side, over here, just out of shot, coming in now, we have all of the characters that you can play. So this is the one that Angela played when we played with Dan, and this is the one that I played when I played with Dan. But yeah, so you have all these heroes, all these characters that you can act as, and those are the miniatures there for them, and they're beautiful. I will also be looking forward to painting these up, I can tell you. Over on this side we have all of the baddies. Now there are bases which I'm going to have a look at, or I might just put them on my own bases, because as you can see some of these don't stand up, but I can probably put these onto my little washer bases, and they'll be quite sturdy then, and they'll be a bit better than them, which are just, yeah, no, not happening, ugly. So we have cultists, I believe, up here. Those are the cultists. We have some Cthulhu-looking monstery things here. These are awesome. Very much looking forward to getting those on the table. Probably will regret it when I say that. We actually had one of these appear when we played, which was good, I believe. And we also had one of these wormy type things. Now, obviously, I don't know the terms because I don't know the game yet. So this is a bit of an uninformed unboxing, but I suppose it's honest. That's what you get from me. You get honesty, if nothing else. We look like we have some bruiser type characters here with like wooden lump of wood with a couple of bits of nail hammered through it. That was easy for me to say, but yeah, you know what I mean. Baseball bat, that's a word. And it looks like we have a priest, so that will probably appear at some point later on. So yeah, they're all pretty good miniatures actually. To be honest, for a board game, I'm pretty impressed with that. There's not too much that I'm going to need to clean up that I can see. The multi-part ones, as per usual, you might find that I'm going to get in there with some gap filler. But to be fair, honestly, I thought I was going to, but looking really closely now, I don't think I'm going to have to. They are pretty good. They are pretty good quality. So the quality of the miniatures is great. So there we are. We'll wrap that video up now. I will do a follow-up video where after we've played to tell you how that is. But I don't know whether that be part of this video or whether I'll do a separate video. We'll find that out. But certainly, I'm impressed with the quality of the contents of these boxes, and the miniatures seem to be really good. There's a couple of bends in some of these. More for the little the handle of his shovel is a bit bent. But other than that, pretty impressed. Pretty cool. So there we are. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will now go and sign out. So there you are. You've seen everything apart from me undoing all of the punch cards for the Lord of the Rings game, but on first sight they look exactly the same. So I think you'll probably be pretty confident. The miniature quality is really good. Very impressed. Looking forward to painting them. But most of all, I'm looking forward to getting this on the table, and that's why I've done the unboxing now, because this evening we are going to get Mansions of Madness, and we're going to give a start of a campaign. So I'll do a video, as I've just said, which will probably report on that campaign or give a little bit of a feedback later on. I'm not sure how much detail I'll go into in that first one, but I do have plans to play solo campaigns for both these games for the channel, so you get to see them, and you can maybe, if you're umming and ahhing about whether to buy them, and this video hasn't convinced you that they're worth it, then maybe some gameplay videos will help. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please pop some comments below if you have, or if you haven't. I love to hear from you, and I always do reply. And it's wonderful that you're watching these videos and enjoying them and seemingly enjoying them. Thanks very much for that. And I will sign out by saying, as I always do, heartfelt, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.